have a senior, and it may be the last time you attend the back to school night. So no matter what, whether it's your first, second, third, or fourth, we are so honored and delighted that you come to spend some time with us this evening. Before we get into a little bit of tonight, I want to introduce some great people that I work with every day, and just so that you can put names and faces together. So starting, I'm just going to go down along since you're sitting this way. First, we have Mr. Ronnie Taylor. He's assistant principal. We have Mr. Josh Mell. He's our SECA, which is also the athletic director. Ms. Geraldine Acevedo, assistant principal, grades 10 and 12. I'm going to skip one. We have Ms. Brittany Henry. She is our math and science supervisor and the supervisor of the medical science magnet program and the health professions pathways program. Next to Brittany Henry is Ms. Victoria Van Zandt. She is the supervisor for math, English, and social studies. And then we have Dr. Meryl Norridge, our world language supervisor. And Mr. Joseph Pulo, who is the assistant principal, grades 9 and 11. I'm Dr. Ross, the proud principal of the best high school in the Freehold Regional High School District. Now, you're getting ready to see why we're the best. We have a dynamic person to start us off this evening. She is the representative to the superintendent's cabinet. So the superintendent has a cabinet that she meets with, a representative of each of the schools, and Helena Pace is our representative, and she's going to come speak with us.
Thank you, Dr. Ross, for your compliments. Good evening, parents and guardians. My name is Helena, and it's my honor to welcome you to our school. I have just started my senior year, and I have the privilege of serving on Dr. Ross's principal's cabinet, where real students talk about real issues and their possible solutions, and with our school administration. I also represent our school at the district level in Superintendent Dr. Liesel's cabinet and Director Club here called Together We Can that centers around volunteer service. You're also hearing tonight from our magnet program directors and the leaders of our various pathways programs. And you might start to think, this is a fancy place. I'm here to tell you that Burrough is like the Texas Roadhouse of high schools. Is it very fancy? No, not really. Is it so good that once you go there and smell the freshly baked rolls, you can't believe you ever thought about going somewhere else? Yes. That's a metaphor, but also the school has a really good culinary program, so sometimes you walk down the halls and actually smell the freshly baked rolls. Our sports fields might not be the fanciest, but our teams get everything that they have, while our cheerleaders and marching band have you shouting and dancing in your seats. We might not have the most high-tech theater, but come see Sweeney Todd and Mamma Mia here, and you'll feel like you just earned $10 Broadway tickets. Our teams, our clubs, they're like little families. And one thing I really love is the way Burrough students build each other up. If you walk through these hallways when a big game is coming, or an important competition, or a technique for the shows, you'll see teammates and clubmates decorating each other's lockers to pump them up, as we call it. Not some of the students, not the star players, everyone. As humans, we need to feel that and provide that for others. The students who participate in after-school activities can be here from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. some days. They work really hard. And I would be remiss to not mention that many of our students have after-school jobs. Not fun ones they do for extra study money, but jobs they need to have to help support their families. Lots of us have real responsibilities at home, watching some younger siblings, and so on. But Burrough students have grit. We get it done, and we really do it together. And that's why my favorite way to describe Burrough is that it's a true community. I first heard Dr. Ross say this at my freshman orientation, and well, she was not exaggerating. And while I do mean our high school as a community, Burrough goes far beyond these walls. Our local businesses and all the source of support for our programs. For example, the local business that just jumped at the opportunity to sponsor our school-wide pasta drive, which is kicking off next week. Shout out to Solo Maria, we love them so much. Also, please send in boxes of pasta with your kids any Monday or Thursday through Thanksgiving so that we can give back to our community the way that they give to us. Our programs truly depend on this kind of neighborhood support and all the time and family support we receive by way of our PTSO and parent organizations. In this area, in Monmouth County, kids have choices about where they want to go to high school. I am so glad that you and your students chose this one. Have a great time going back to school tonight.
Now you see why St. Burroughs is a special place. She came up to me this evening and said, Dr. Ross, do you want to read my speech for the night? I said, no, I trust you. And wasn't that amazing? Let's give her another hand.